What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today we're back with another purchase. Why did I buy this? I don't know. I'm going to tell you though, this is a 2005 GMC Savana. It's a G1500. It's a Regency low top conversion van. These things, look around online. It has a clean title. This is not salvaged. It's not wrecked. It's a clean title, and it's only a 2-owner van. This thing is also a wheelchair conversion van, and I got it for $2,650. I tried my best not to buy it now. I was bidding against somebody else. The bids got up to $1,400, and I said, I'm done. We're just going to buy it now, because I had a feeling if this thing went to auction, it was going to bring a lot more than $1,400, probably more than $2,650. Out the door cost was $3,300 and some change to have it delivered. So no big deal. The only problem with this van is it doesn't run and it has a busted window. Now these vans online, they go for crazy money, guys. I have seen these things, low top conversions with 150, 180,000 miles selling online, or at least attempting to be sold online, I should say, for over $10,000. And sometimes well into the $15,000 mark. So when I saw this, I thought, you know, there might be a lot of money left on the table here if we can get this thing running and driving. Now, it looks like, because it's a handicap conversion van, that it was probably somebody older. And the miles aren't too bad on this. I can't remember exactly, but they were like 119 or 120,000 miles on the odometer. Somebody, I think, maybe put some aftermarket carpet in here. I'm not quite sure. This carpet is dingy and disgusting. And unfortunately, the window over there is busted out. So we're gonna have to do a replacement on that. My idea for this van is to remove the wheelchair lift. I don't want the wheelchair lift. I want to take it out. Maybe we can donate it. Maybe somebody can use it. I think it's broken, if I'm being completely honest. The electrical is disconnected from under the hood on this, and it looks like somebody has been routinely having to use the manual, like this is a hydraulic lift, and there's a little tool somewhere that you should plug into this and be able to turn it one way or the other to make it move different directions. So I'm pretty sure this is broken anyway. Maybe this carpet will clean up. I really don't know. But if we could save it, I'd like to save it. We have a DVD player up here after all this broken glass. So there you go. A Fahrenheit DVD player. You know, for $2,650, a fire extinguisher too, and it's full. This could be a great traveling vehicle, and that's what I bought it for. I know I've already got plenty of vehicles to travel in, but I thought this could be really nice. This, I believe, folds down somehow into a couch. What is this? Video. Oh, this is a power outlet? Is that what this is? It is. It's got an inverter back here. You've got the shades. Look at this. Yeah. It's got blinds. This is nice, guys. Oh yeah, there it is. Power sofa to lay it back into a bed. You've got your own audio system back here. This thing is great. Another PowerPoint right here. Come on, man. Come on. You got the wood grain. You've got the lights. You've got heated and air-conditioned rear back here. Like, this could be, I should say, this could be really nice. Obviously, we need a window for the other side. I also like how you've got doors on both sides. You know, that's not something that we had before back in the day. Got a blind here. And it looks like we're missing one. That's really sad. Looks like we're missing the blind that's right here. But I'll bet if I looked hard enough, I could find it somewhere. How cool is this for like a road trip vehicle? Peel the handicap stickers off of it, you know, clean it up real nice. Yeah, see? You've got the blinds literally everywhere. We're only missing one. It's maybe the blind's back here. I don't know. We've got some tools. More tools. Comes with a jack. Oh, I don't know what this is, but this is broken. That's very, very broken. You got some power stuff back here. I love this. I've wanted one, and I can't explain why. if you're into these kind of vans, then you'll understand. I don't know why I wanted it. All I can tell you is that I have wanted one of these for so long, and I'm just glad that I got it. Yeah, see, I want all of this to go. I want all of this out of here. This looks like it's going to be a lot of fun to remove from the vehicle, but like I said, maybe we can donate it, maybe somebody can fix it, but I'm relatively certain this is broken, and I would love to put the captain's chairs back in. So that's my plan, but before we can do anything, well, it needs to run, and we're going to try to do that now. The battery is completely dead. Thankfully, this is a GM product, and I keep batteries around. I went to Walmart. You can find batteries at Walmart. These are the value batteries. Not sponsored, by the way, but you can find these value batteries for $69. So I went and I bought like 4 for all different types of vehicles so that I would have a battery on hand all the time. So we're going to check this thing out. Like I said, remember, it's not salvaged. This is not a totaled vehicle. It was just something that either got donated or someone just decided to sell at Copart. I don't really know. We're going to start by swapping out this battery right here with the brand new one. Then we'll get in it and we'll see if we can get this thing to run and potentially drive. All right, the old battery's out. The new battery is in. It's not going to do any good to try to run this vehicle on an old dead battery. I'm going to take the old battery and put it on charge, and hopefully we can bring it back to life. But if not, well, then I'll just have to go buy, another one. I guess it locked itself when I installed the new battery. All right. Well, that works. We have lights on the interior. Now all we gotta do is see if it runs. Because if this thing just fires up with a battery, yeah, that'd be pretty impressive. It's completely out of gas. Completely. It runs. It actually runs perfect. It runs perfect. I'm not... This is listed as a non-runner, guys. This is not supposed to run at all. It's supposed to be dead. So here's a little secret. If you missed one of my recent Copart walkarounds, you've probably already left a comment if you saw it. But in a recent Copart walkaround, I actually found this completely by accident. I was not looking for something like this. I was just doing one of my routine walkarounds. Listen to this thing run. I was just doing a routine Copart walkaround when I came across this, and I was like, I've got to have it. So it was listed as a non-runner, but while I was doing my Copart walkaround, I hooked a booster pack to the dead battery, and I cranked it and cranked it and cranked it, and it would not run. I eventually got it to start, but in order to keep it running, I had to hold my foot on the gas. If my foot was not on the gas pedal, giving it throttle, it would not run at all. So I knew that it ran. We don't know, however, if it runs and drives. All we know right now is that it runs. So, okay. It runs, and the best part is it runs on its own. It doesn't need any help from me. I'm not providing it any throttle at all. And as you can see, she's good. Oil pressure's over 40 PSI. Gas tank's completely empty. Voltage is sitting a little over 14 volts. Temperature, I'm sure, will come up here soon. Looks like somebody took a windshield wiper. So, yeah, that's nice. We'll probably need to clean that. Does it have tilt? It does. We have tilt wheel. I assume we have an adjustable seat here. Wow, this seat is so comfortable, guys. Oh, wow. Is this power? Yes. The seat, oh, I'm telling you. Yes. All day long, man. Radio? Radio works. Air conditioning. I already heard the compressor kick on. Ooh, it's spitting out some nasties. Steering feels good. We do have like I said, we do have a busted window over there, so I'm gonna have to order a window. We have some kind of a car TV antenna. That's interesting. Air conditioning. It's a little sluggish here. Come on. I heard the compressor kick on. The car's not liking it, though. The van is not liking having the air conditioning running. There we go. There we go. Okay, cold air. We'll go ahead and shut it off because the van seems to be very upset. We have a tow mode. You have your auxiliary fans for the rear heat and air conditioning. We've got personal paperwork back here. I've got, what is this? Grace O, a living center from 2018. I wonder when the last time this thing was on the road was. I've got an oil change sticker right here. This will help you. The oil change sticker is dated September of 2020 at 131,000 miles. It's only got 129,000 miles. So it's been sitting at least 3 years, a little over 3 years, about 3 years and 3 months. And that makes sense because the battery in this also has a date code of 2020. We've got insurance cards. So this is, since there's paperwork in here from an assisted living center, we have the DVD control right here. Yeah, it's probably, I don't like making assumptions, but it's probably safe to assume why this vehicle's here, and that's kind of sad. The person is probably passed on, and that's unfortunate. But, you know, the van will continue living on. Uh-oh. Or will it? There we go. There we go. We need to put some gas in this. Yeah? It's, oh, that wheelchair thing is awful back there, guys. That thing makes so much noise. So it moved. It stops. Brakes feel good. We have some lights or something down here. What is this for? Courtesy lights. I assume that, oh, yeah. That lights up everything back there, doesn't it? Wow. I don't know how well you guys can see that because it's broad daylight, but all right. We have our headlights, dome light override, brightness, and we have cruise control. And that's pretty much it. I mean, for 2005, I guess this was reasonably loaded. It's got a CD player. Maybe there's a CD in it? No, there's no CD in it. And I don't see a glove compartment either, so I guess this is your glove compartment. It'd be nice to have a center console, too. That'd be nice. We've got some kind of a coin-looking deal down there. All right, well, I guess I should put some gas in this. Let's check the gauges one more time. Temperature gauge is coming up nicely. Everything looks good. I think for sure it needs some fresh gas. So I've got 5 gallons in the garage. Why don't I go put some gas in it, put a plate on it, and we'll take it for a ride. All right, excuse the dirty windshield. I'm not gonna mess with it. I put 5 gallons of gas in it. I threw a license plate on it. It's time to see what it wants to do. Hopefully it'll run a little better with some fresh fuel. 5 gallons got us, well, less than a quarter of a tank. All right. Well, we're gonna have to take this later and put some gas in it. I'm going to, well, I was gonna say roll that window up, but I keep forgetting that window is busted. So we're just gonna take her on a 10-mile drive all the way to the stop sign and back, assuming it has gears, because we still don't know if the transmission is any good in this. So we're gonna get her out on the road. Signals seem to work, and we're off to the races. Let's see what it does. All right. Shifted. Shifted again. Now there's going to be a little bit of wind noise, guys. There's nothing I can do about that, you know, busted window and all. So it has gears, ladies and gentlemen. We are on the road in our $2,650 clean title 2005 GMC Savana G1500. Yeah, not gonna lie, I'm a little shocked that we're actually cruising in this thing. We're doing 55 miles an hour. Speed limit's about to go up to 65, and that's when we're really gonna see how this thing handles. We're at 60, and let's try the cruise control. 65, we'll set it. And it works. We have cruise. We literally have cruise control, guys. I'm not touching the gas. We're sitting just over 65 miles an hour. No warning lights on the dash yet. The steering feels great. This is nice. You feel like you're sitting really high. It's a big vehicle, really comfortable, even without leather seats. Even without leather seats. These cloth seats, honestly, are pretty dang nice. This is a good place to be. I got a feeling it's going to make the 10-mile drive with no problem at all. I'll probably drive this to town a little bit later off camera and go ahead and fill up the tank with some premium fuel. I think she'd enjoy that. I'm going 70. I'm actually speeding now. Wow. Not bad. Now, like I said, I don't expect any of you to understand why I had to buy this vehicle. I don't even know exactly myself, other than there really is something about having a big van like this. Like, this is a full-size van. I know it's not a high-top conversion, which does kind of suck, but aside from that, this is a nice, relatively luxurious van. It runs down the road just fine, and there's so much room. You want to talk about traveling. I mean, I've got a 2023 Ram 1500 Limited, and it's great. I've put over 7,000 miles on that truck in just a couple of months. I travel in it all the time. It is a very comfortable and a nice place to be. But you know what you're missing in that truck? Take a look back there. That's what you're missing. The room, the sheer volume that you could put stuff in. There's so much space in this thing. So you could stretch out, relax, fold that seat down into a bed, and just go to sleep. What a nice way to take a road trip. And I have a dog. She's not a big dog. She's probably 30 pounds. She's a little dog. She's literally stuck laying on the floor in my pickup truck on a road trip. And something like this, she's got the whole van. You know what I mean? The entire van is hers to just kind of relax, lay down, and enjoy yourself. And by the way, the steering on this, phenomenal. Straight as an arrow. I don't feel any vibrations, anything abnormal, other than just regular road vibrations from, well, these crappy roads. Now, I can only think of a couple things that would make this ride more enjoyable, and one of them is putting a window in the passenger side. That would really help. There's a lot of wind noise. There's a lot of relatively cool wind blowing through here. And that wheelchair lift is just, it makes a racket, man. I want that out. I want that thing out of here ASAP. I want to just cut out the wiring, unbolt it, and toss it behind the house, and hopefully we can find somebody that can use it, maybe repair it, because I am certain that it's got some type of a problem. Brakes feel amazing, no pulsating, no vibrating, but you hear that dadgum lift back there is just making a racket. All right, let's see if we can get back on the road. Not to mention that wheelchair lift, it blinds me from being able to see if traffic is coming out there. So that's definitely got to go, guys. I know some people are going to say, Randy, you need to fix it up, and somebody in a wheelchair could use that van. And I understand, you're right. I'm sure somebody could. But at the end of the day, like, I am more than happy to donate the wheelchair lift portion of this to somebody that could use it. But the van itself is something that I got so cheap, and I've really just wanted one of these for myself for so long that I think I'm just gonna hang on to this for at least for a little while. We still need to get it back to the house. We're gonna try out that sofa bed. We'll see if that works. I hope that it does, because that is just so cool to have a kind of a couch in the back with seat belts that if you wanted to, you could lay out and you could literally camp. You could camp in this van. I mean, it doesn't have any you know, like toilets or sinks or refrigerator. I mean, really anything that you would need for camping. But you could sleep in this van if it came down to it. We get back to the house, we'll try out the heat. We'll see if it's running any better now that it's got a few gallons of fresh fuel. Hopefully it idles better. But so far, guys, no warning lights on the dash. We're literally cruising at just over 65 miles an hour. And look at the steering wheel. I mean, seriously. Horn works. It rides and drives like a dream. Well, we're coming back into town and nothing new to report. It is an amazing van. This thing is great. I really love it. It wouldn't hurt to probably do some typical services on something like this. Trans fluid and filter, coolant flush, of course, oil filter, rear differential service on this as well would be good. But aside from that, like, I don't know, we'll check the date code on the tires. Maybe it would be worth putting some fresh tires on it. But I mean, other than the basics, this thing really doesn't need anything. And even though it cost me $3,300 out the door, I don't think you're going to be able to find one of these cheaper. I really don't. Feel free to look around, search Facebook Marketplace, see if you can find a 2003 GMC Savana, and try to find one with around 130,000 miles on it that has a clean title, that has a relatively decent looking body, and see if you can find one for under $5,000. I've got a feeling, unless it's really broken mechanically, you're not going to find it, guys. This was an absolute steal of a deal, in my opinion. But I know that you guys will drop your comments below and tell me what you think. And if you find something cheaper, drop a comment below and let me know. As of now, though, it looks like we've made it back to the house. It was an uneventful trip, which means it was a good trip. We're going to try out a few things like the heat. We have yet to try the heater out. We'll try out that couch in the back. And yeah, I don't know. Other than doing some maintenance to this old girl, it really doesn't seem like... Oh, where am I going to park this? I'm running out of room here, guys. I don't have anywhere to put my new van. All right, so it's idling perfect in drive right now. I mean, absolutely perfect. Temperature's good. Oil pressure is still close to 40 psi. Let's try out the heat. Give me heat. Uh-oh. Oh, that's on cold. Duh. Let's try that again. Give me heat. Heat. There we go. A little slow. Definitely a little slow to provide the heat, but oh, guess what? The blower motor resistor is bad. Yeah, it does not work on high. We do have good heat though. Put it in park. Good heat, and let's turn it on the back. Let's see if we got any heat back there. So unfortunately, I don't see any dedicated climate controls for the rear of this vehicle. Now, the plus side, it does have good heat. The heat is blowing right out of the roof here, and it's doing just fine. So the heat works, the air conditioning works. Now my biggest question is, let's get over here to this, sorry. Let's get over here to this, oh wait, the couch is on the other side. Let's move back to this side of the van, and oh, it goes backwards and forwards. You can scoot it back and you can scoot it way forwards. Oh, no way. You guys got to see this. Take a look. It goes backwards and it goes forwards, so you can give yourself more room for stuff. Oh, wow. It goes way forward. And does it fold into a bed? It looks like it does. Oh, wow. Oh, yep. That works. Wow. Okay. So, yeah, we have ourselves a bed, guys. Let's raise it back up again with seat belts. I love this. I absolutely adore this van. And there it is. What do you guys think of that, man? This is great. Definitely a nasty cold draft coming from that window and that door being open, but we need some sunshades. If anybody has any idea where to find sunshades, they don't have to match. I don't care if they match perfectly, but it'd be nice if they kind of match this. It's just kind of a gray color. That would be great. And let's go check the tires real quick. I'm curious to see if these tires are going to need to be replaced because they're probably older. These are Hercules Terra Track CH4. Date code on these is 18 of 18. Tire size is 235, 65, 16. That is an interesting tire size. 16s, those ought to be fun. So 18 of 18. So they're 5 years old, so they really are coming due to be replaced anyway. Tire size is supposed to be, the tires are the wrong size. They're supposed to be 235, 75, 16. 235, 75s. And these are what? 235, 65. Yeah, there's not enough meat on these guys. These tires are supposed to be a little bit bigger. So I'm going to say the tire's a little worn on the edges anyway. I guess it wouldn't hurt anything to just throw a new set of tires on it. No big deal. I'll get on Tire Rack later, see if we can find a decent set of tires for this. It'd be nice to clean those headlights up. Obviously, get it cleaned up. Get the license plate, get the handicap stickers off of it. We got some work to do to this one, but it seems like mechanically, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Listen to it. You can't even hear this thing run. I mean, I'm standing right on it. It is quiet. No kidding. And this is a Coronado LX. So any of you camper van buffs out there, feel free to drop a comment below and tell me what you think of my new to me vehicle. Nice, good heat, man. Really good heat. We can actually turn that. We can turn that off, and we can turn the rear heat off as well. All the gauges still look good. It's running absolutely perfect, guys. I'm going to find somewhere to park this thing. I definitely need to... I should probably put it in the garage and get my shop vac out. And we need to vacuum all the glass out of this interior. All right, I've spent about 45 minutes cleaning this thing out. I'm going to show it to you now. And I think it looks a lot better. We got all the broken glass out of the channels. So it's ready to... Oh, actually, no, I didn't. I missed all that glass up there, so great. I'm gonna have to come back and address that. Anyway, that's fine. It keeps locking the doors. I'm not quite sure. I bet that's how the window got busted out. I'd be willing to put money on it. The doors keep locking. I don't know why they're doing that, but yeah, we're gonna have to probably at least make a spare key fob or something, because I left the keys in the ignition, and as you can see, if this window was still in place, that would have been a problem. So looks like that's probably how the window got busted out. So if you take a look, I got all the glass that I could find cleaned up, guys. Even in these little cubby holes, I've got the glass off the floor. I made sure to get underneath the seats. Well, it looks like there's a piece left down there. Let me just grab that real quick. The last thing I want is anybody getting in here and getting shards of glass. It's going to take a long time and probably multiple cleanings to get every single thing out of here. But if you look around, it actually looks pretty good. And look what I found. Yeah, I found the sunshade for that one window. It looks like part of it's broken, but I mean, at least we have it. Maybe there's a part number on it or something. And one of the things I noticed when I was vacuuming... Are we really doing this right now? There we go. One of the things that I noticed when I was cleaning this out is that there was a lot of what looked like hydraulic fluid that had leaked all over down here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's really wet all along that corner and also down here. So I think there's a hydraulic ram in here that has just lost all of its hydraulic fluid, and that's probably what happened. And I don't think this belonged to like a handicapped individual. You know, I noticed that the license plate on the front had the same business name as some of the paperwork that I found, in the glove compartment. So I think it's safe to assume this was probably a company vehicle. That's my guess. Maybe not. I could be wrong. I don't know. But I cleaned up the windshield some. There's still more to do. And let's take a look in here as well. It really cleaned up pretty nice. I haven't wiped it down or anything yet, but I just wanted to get as much glass out of this thing as I could get. See, here's what I found. It's got this spring, and then it's got this channel. I'll have to look at this later and see if I can't figure out some way of making this work, because I'd really like to have that in there. Back here, cleaned it up as well. It turns out the carpet is the original carpet. It's just in really bad condition. Maybe it could be cleaned up, but I don't know what you're going to do about these, well, yeah, all of that, and where that wheelchair ramp is, I guarantee it's going to be all torn up. And another thing, where did the captain's chairs go? Because I don't even see anything in here, anywhere I should say, for captain's chairs to even be mounted unless they're hidden under the carpet. So this is my first time messing with a wheelchair conversion van. Actually, it's my second time, but this is the first one that's got, like, it's this big, it's fully loaded. I had another one that had a wheelchair ramp. It wasn't nearly this big, but it had the same deal. The ramp didn't work properly. You had to use tools to, it was a pain. It took forever. And I didn't remove it. So this will be the first time removing something like this, and I would really like to find the captain's chairs and be able to reinstall them in this van, if that's even possible. I honestly don't know. Let's close this door first. This door second. Let's make sure it still wants to start. It seems to like to lock the doors on me. Fires right up. It runs great. Let's turn on the lights. I can see the signals flashing. Same there, brights. Yep. And still no warning lights on the dash at all. Let's go ahead and get behind it real quick and double check the lights back here as well. It's going to be hard to see with this door open, I suppose. We'll go ahead and close that door. That'll help us a little bit. And then we'll check our back lights. And then I think we're going to conclude this video, guys. I am really happy and really excited to have this this low-top conversion van that I was able to get for so cheap from the auto auction. So that light works. We even have license plate lights that work. And look at that. You just got to, you know, clean these off, get these handicap stickers off, and it's a sharp van. Really, really sharp van, in my personal opinion. Need to get some bigger tires for it, of course. Looks like the lights up here are all working as well. Listen to it run. I mean, you can barely hear it, and we're in an enclosed garage. It's, I don't want to say it's perfect, but for the price I paid for it, it's absolutely perfect for $3,300 out the door. Not going to hear me complain one bit about having to do a few minor things to this. We'll turn off the lights. Shut off the ignition. I'm gonna bring the key with me this time, even though even though the window is open, I can always get back into it, and it works. And then what does this button do? Look at this one. Does that just unlock the... It does. That just unlocks the rear. No way. Okay, I gotta stop, guys. I'm getting too carried away. I actually want to drive this home. My fiance doesn't want anything to do with driving it home currently because she would have to sit where that busted out window is. So she'd get to ride back with cold wind blowing all over. So I guess what I'm going to have to do is order a window. Let's see if I can find one online somewhere. Maybe I can pick one up, and we'll come back in another video, install the new window. Of course, we'll clean all the glass out of the door, out of the bottom. I'm sure it's full of glass. We'll get any more glass that we can find out of it. I'll probably go ahead and order a set of tires for it. And after that, you know, I guess there's not much left to do other than basic maintenance. So maybe in the next video, we'll focus on a couple things. One of them, we'll see if we can't... we'll see if we can't figure out how to unbolt this. I assume it's probably pretty straightforward, but I'll bet it weighs... Yeah, I'll bet it weighs a ton. It's going to be awkward. What do we got here? I mean, you can clearly see this top part bolts right here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, only 5 bolts. Should be able to get to them from, yeah, you can get to them from underneath. Most of them anyway. So we'll get those off. We'll get this handicap accessible ramp out of here and kind of see what's underneath. We'll get rid of the power wires and everything, and we'll open this up. It's going to make the van look so much nicer. So that's my goal for the next video, is getting the wheelchair ramp out and getting a new window in, and maybe even possibly getting a set of tires installed on this and getting the headlights cleaned up. But we're pushing it, guys, and a windshield wiper. You see what I mean? I need to take notes. These headlights look... That's bad. That's really bad. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. With that, we're out of here. If you think I got a great deal on the van, well, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button. Personally, I say this all the time, and sometimes I'm wrong. In fact, a lot of times I'm wrong. But personally, I think I got a great deal. I think I really stole this van for a really good price. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.